Welcome back, Bahlali. And if you love chili, then you will definitely love this next dish. We are making a juicy peri-peri spatchcock chicken that will undoubtedly hit the spot. And to take it to the next level, we are using Clover's Moy River 100% salted butter so that the chicken will ooze with flavor and complement that spicy kick beautifully. So if you're in the mood for a braai, then follow along for these steps. And you've asked me, Jay, to try and sort of separate the skin from the actual chicken itself because you'll be putting the butter inside.
Yes, not in,
Okay.
yeah, not on top, inside.
Inside, okay,
So
cool.
I'm going to be working on the stuffing essentially for the chicken.
Okay.
And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is start off with my Clover Moy River salted butter. Let me give that an open up, and I'm going to be using quite a generous amount of this. So I'm going to scoop this into my bowl, and you can see once again, Tooms, we've got quite a, only a few ingredients on our desk here, which makes this incredibly simple.
So convenient. And I love the fact that you've mentioned that you're using the Clover Moy River, but now I see that it comes in two different, packagings. We've got the tub and we've also got the brick, right?
Yeah, and I love the tub for cooking because we often don't use an entire tub all at once. I am today. The brick is fun for like when I make my buttercreams, for instance, and I'll use an entire brick. So this is great for this application. So I've got my Moy River salted butter in here.
Wait, let me correct you. He's got his Clover Moy River.
There you go.
100% pure salted butter.
There we go.
That's the one we're using.
And then love with chicken, a lot of garlic. So I've got two forms of garlic. I've actually got some chopped.
Okay.
Right, and I've got some that I've just grated with a microplane. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit more. And I love having different textures of the garlic inside this. Really just amplifies the flavor. So it seems like a lot, but remember, it's spreading throughout the chicken. So you really want a good, generous amount. And then, of course, I've got peri-peri seasoning. Again, you can use any kind of chili, but peri-peri is a vibe. With chicken, it just works so well. And then seasoning. And then I'm going to give it... Ooh!
That's the peri-peri doing its thing.
That's me.
And one thing you've actually made a note of is making sure that your butter is nice and soft, because this won't work with a tub straight from the fridge. So it's important to let it sit at room temperature.
Definitely. And it just helps with incorporating all those flavors, and you can already see that color is distributing so nicely. It's so soft and creamy as well. So I'm going to give this a stir. Now...
Yes.
You're going to create some little pockets for us to actually insert this into the chicken.
So I'd already started ahead of time. So normally when people work with chicken, they want to try and perhaps stab into it and make sure that the flavors seep into the chicken. This is the one time we don't want that, because we want the chicken to stay intact, because we want to put all that flavor under the skin.
Exactly.
So as you can see, I'm not moving too rough. I'm just being nice and gentle here, ensuring that, in fact, I'm going to turn it around so you can see. I'm ensuring that as my hand is moving in, all I'm doing is gently removing the skin from the rest of the chicken, because we're going to fill this casing up with as much of that butter as possible.
Now, you could use your hands with this. It just makes it a lot messier. And this, I find, gives you a more even fill of the butter. So I'm going to slide that right to the top. Let's do it from the side. And then you're gently going to... And as you squirt it out, just give it a tap so that it distributes nice and evenly. And you want that to be spread throughout the entire chicken.
And there's a trick as well. If you want to do this ahead of time, it's a great way to sort of marinate your chicken as well, right? Because while you put it in the fridge, the flavors, it marinates the chicken, and all you have to do, take it out perhaps about 30 minutes before it goes into the fire or into the ovens, just so it comes back to room temp.
I love that. It's so convenient. And what I'm going to do, too, is I'm going to put the rest of this into the pan. The other good use for this is essentially it's a basting. So we're just going to melt that down gently on a low heat. And as that melts down and as your chicken continues to cook on the braai, essentially we want to do this on outside.
Yeah.
You keep using the remainder of this to keep basting your chicken. And again, just, incorporating and infusing that butter with all of those amazing flavors onto the chicken. Now, if you're doing it on the braai, you do it for about 15 to 20 minutes aside, alternating it. If we're putting this into the oven, 180 for about 45 to an hour, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pour a little bit on this over the top, before we go outside and get this on the braai, Tooms.
Talk about juicy, spicy, and buttery. What more could you want? This peri peri spatchcock chicken is a winner, and you should definitely give it a go this weekend for the Freedom Day public holiday. You can get this recipe on afternoonexpress.co.za.
Indulge in Clover's Moy River Pure Salted Butter. Perfect for cooking, baking and spreading. Elevate every dish with Clover Moy River Butter.